So you've been given a new course, or maybe you want to redesign a course you've taught many times before. The question is, where do you start? I say, start at the end. Start with the end in mind. The backward design method as proposed by Grant Wiggins and Jay McTighe. And so with the backward design method, you really start with what do you want your students to know, do, and understand after your instruction is complete, at the end of the course. And once you have that idea put into place, then you go through and design the rest of the course. One thing that we do whenever we are redesigning a course, we want to make sure that we avoid the twin sins of planning. Number one, activity-oriented teaching, and number two, content coverage. So what do we mean by activity-oriented teaching? That's where, hey, I found this cool activity on the internet, or I went to this workshop and found this great idea, and you plug that in your classroom. Too often the problem is the students have a great time in class, they're up and around and doing things, but at the end of the day, neither the students nor you know what you learned from that activity or why you did it. The second one is content coverage. You're saying, Brian, I've got to figure out how to cover the entire textbook in this course. But we know that covering a few topics in depth actually helps our students learn and know and more than trying to just do content coverage. So the backward design method helps us avoid those twin sins. So what does the backward design look like? Again, step one, identify the desired results. What do you want your students to know, do, and understand at the completion of a unit, or maybe even the completion of your course, or even the completion of your program? Secondly, what evidence are you going to collect to find out whether or not your students met your objective? What is that acceptable evidence? It might be tests, it might be quizzes, it might be projects that you're going to have them do. And finally, after you've identified what you want them to know, do, and understand, and what evidence you're going to collect, that is when you go ahead and plan your learning activities to teach them the skills and the knowledge and the understanding you want them to have. So the backward design method gives us a 3-step process to follow to help us guide our course design and redesign efforts to make it the most impactful as possible. For more information, check out the resources on our website.